Bora lá, família, para mais uma gameplay de Final Fantasy. Estamos com 71% aqui, hein, de progresso. Vamos ver o quanto a gente consegue evoluir aqui essas próximas horas.
Clive, we have a problem. Only one? It would. Actually, we had as many owls arrive while you were at the show. Martha's got a Akashic out her gates, and talk of monsters roaming the hills outside of Northreach has put the wind up, isn't it?
And don't forget Dalimil. Lubor says the village was raided by
When it rained, it fucking pours. The curse breakers are spread thin, taking stock of it. And even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt they'd get here in time to make any real difference, which means that Jill and I...
Let them know we're on our way.
E aí, Max, bom dia. Tranquilo contigo aí? Obrigado pela moral, hein, mano. Você tá me dando uma força aí. Vamos chegar nesse afiliado logo logo, se Deus quiser. E ele quer. Aí na busca as outras metas. Ajude o repouso da Marta com seu dilema. Ajude o rincão setorial com seu dilema. Pra jogar aqui, mas nunca comecei. Tudo beleza? Mano, é um jogaço, irmão. É um jogaço. Você comprou a mídia física dele ou como que foi? Você tem o Play 5 também? Aqui, caramba. Play 5, eu comprei a mídia física. Eu também. Eu comprei no lançamento, mano. E não finalizei ainda. Agora eu quero terminar. Aí, como eu não sou bom da grana, eu vou vender ele, né? Com moeda de troca, eu vou comprar outro jogo. Eu quero também, vou jogando e assim vai, entendeu? Mas esse eu quis comprar no lançamento. Só que eu tava tão viciadão no Fifinha que eu não jogava ele. Entendeu? Aí eu deixei ele de lado, aí me estressei com o FIFA. Enjoei dele também um pouco e voltei a jogar os joguinhos que interessam, né? Demais, mano. Pagou 120 conto. Meu Deus do céu, velho. Pegou de graça, de graça. De graça, demais, mano. Eu tô curtindo muito, velho. Só que eu acho que eu não vou jogar as DLC dele ainda, que tem que pagar 100 e pouco. As DLC talvez eu espero sair de graça, o jogo ficar de graça na Play Plus também. Que uma hora ele fica, né? Aí eu jogo. Mas só por isso que eu não vou jogar as DLC, porque por causa de grana mesmo.
We received the dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. They've taken so many. I've lost count.
Akashic, but diff.
And what of your mistress?
Oh, no. She went to the...
Then we'll look for her there.
Você curte uns RPG também? É, não vou gastar dinheiro com DLC, não.
We could leave.
Aí sim, eu também curto, hein? Acho que eu joguei o 4, o 6, o 7, o 9, o 12, se eu não me engano. Acho que eu joguei esses aí, agora eu tô no 16.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion. What more would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look and protect them I shall. Because they are, in case you have forgotten, the people of this town are you, but more than that, your sisters, your brother. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here is all we have.
Fechou, meu irmão. Valeu aí. Muito obrigado, hein? Coração, Deus te abençoe no trampo aí. Bom dia.
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's talk. I'll have a word with him.
Clive. I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly, and sought to take matters into my own hands.
It was a noble effort, but I thought you might still need some support.
I'd like you to consider my needs.
What we need to consider is where the creatures came from.
The way the survivors speak of them, one would think they appeared out of thin air. And perhaps they did. It's hard to know.
You're a pikeman, yes?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so I went in the back of them glowing things, found me in the meadow.
Leave that to us.
My family.
It's all right.
I'm sorry, darling.
Did you see the creatures that attacked you?
Creatures? They came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first, then me, and then they...
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme. We just passed Moor when...
It's all right. At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now.
Agora a gente tem que falar. Vim aqui. Tá certo, estamos na direção certa. Ajude o repouso da Marta com seu dilema. A mesma missão ainda. Vá para o Mor. Ele deve ser o Mor.
It was all they could do to escape. They just left the bodies.
Prados reais.
Clive, look.
I see them. With me.
Errei.
This way. Over here.
Should I prime?
Save your strength. Over here. Go for it. Stay down. Over here.
Tô errando toda hora esse golpe aqui, mano.
Get him. Get him. Over here.
Olha lá, errei de novo. Ah, que saco, mano. Vai lá, bichão. Agora acertei.
Let's try.
Debolei. Rainha dos Sete Reinos, obrigado pelo apoio de sempre, rainha. Vou fazer um bagulho aqui.
Do you think there are more?
There are always more. But I'd say we've done what we...
Then we should let...
Avisar a Annabelle.
You have the towns that...
Don't thank us yet. There will be more.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right?
Yes, milady.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts. For now.
Hearing that the Dane would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task. It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. But whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed convincing. And the people I love include the ones... Now, if you don't mind, I have sentries to post. Milady.
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my problems. But it has solved one. And that's one fewer than I had this morning.
Vamos lá pro repouso da Marta.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him. Healer.
But all our beds are taken.
Martha,
And you, Clyde.
Otto said you'd been attacked by a Kashik.
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell dark, there were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, there's...
What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight.
I thought you'd never off now. Where I need you is the Fallen Gate. That's where the fighting is fierce. Let the men know you've come to help. Something tells me they'll be pleased to...
We're on our way.
too fast.
Do you think there were as many as Martha says?
More.
Corra até o portão dos decaídos. Bora lá.
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you?
Them not. Not a chance.
Opa! Pera aí. Vamos dar uma atenção. Gil Games, é o brabo do FIFA, meu irmão. Obrigado pela moral aí, hein? Que honra. É o brabo do FIFA. Tô ligado, te assisto lá. Prazer ter você aqui na minha live, meu mano. Como é que tá o Fifinha? Se estressando muito? Bom dia. Que isso, o prazer é meu, velho. Assisto sua live lá direto, pô, de FIFA. Eu jogo FIFA também, mas deu uma paradinha pra jogar outros jogos. Tava jogando só FIFA. Aí eu falei, ah não. Vou jogar outros jogos que eu curto também. Tô no finalzinho aí. Entendeu? Enfim, só passo raiva. A conexão é bem ruim, não é, mano? Teu ping lá, eu vejo. É alto demais, não é? Mas o Fifinha não é só conexão, mano. Tem várias coisas que interferem aí. E é um jogo que não favorece muito não, né? O jogador em si. A empresa só quer grana.
It's over.
These men don't have the look of high.
Muito alto, mas não tem o que fazer aqui na Bahia, não tem muita opção. É, mas não é só ping não, velho. A empresa é falida, essa aí é um lixo.
You are mistaken. We're here by Madame Martha's...
How do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introduction.
Wade's men? Where is your commander?
So Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic were...
Did he? Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after. We'll join you in...
Verdade, o servidor daí é um lixo mesmo. É, pô, uma empresa desse tamanho vai ter, num país igual ao Brasil aqui, ter um servidor, mano, dois no máximo. Para com isso, cara. Tem vários aqui.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell. The Guardian, they were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we agreed it was best we stuck together.
Arthur! The scouting party's almost at the lift. But they got a pack of Akashi, and they got wounded with them. They're not...
Damn it all.
We'll worry about them, Martha.
You look after everyone here. If any can still fight...
I will. You two be safe now.
Aí eu tô aqui jogando o Final Fantasy. Tô com 50% dessa missão principal de mal a pior. E no jogo nós estamos com 71%. De campanha da história principal. E eu vou zerar essa belezinha aqui que eu tô curtindo demais. Não tem porta pra cá, então pra cá. Só tem uma jogabilidade melhor pra quem mora em São Paulo. Ah, mas mesmo assim, pô, a gente pega uns caras que é de outro estado também, dá umas travadas. E eu sou de São Paulo, velho. E tudo influencia delay, tem muito delay ainda. O jogo tem delay, não é só ping. Entendeu? Se você ativa o crossplay, meu irmão, pelo amor amor de Deus, velho. Eu não consigo jogar com crossplay. Como se eu tivesse com ping em 1000 ativado. De tão pesado que fica. Ué? Onde que tem que vir aqui?
Mad dogs. The lot of them.
Vamos ter que subir. Vamos próximo do destino da missão. Aí.
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's. But what about... I didn't sir.
So Wade,
Lord Rossfield.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help. And by the looks of it,
Em São Paulo tá ruim, imagina aqui na Bahia. Eu vejo esse travado que dá pra você com crossplay ligado ou não. Não sei como você consegue ter paciência pra jogar ainda, mano. Na moral, tiro meu chapéu. Que maluco. Tamanho da tartaruga.
Damn it. We need to get the injured to safety.
Do you think we can hold them off?
we can certainly try. Are you with us, Sir Wade?
Always.
Then let's do our duty.
Tamanho da bichona. Ai! Não vem me dar patada aqui não, filha. Sai de baixo. Ih, falei pra tu sair de baixo. Toma aí, ficou atordoada. Tome. Eu acho da hora a tua história, mano. Eu tava assistindo lá. Tu era músico, tu é músico, né? Na pandemia ficou sem trampo, começou a fazer live. Tá aí, mano. Vai virar muito, hein? Pode ter certeza.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think...
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flames.
You've never been one to shy away from danger, Sir Wade.
I see you're all in...
Martha,
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way. Too thick to be a hearth.
A second horde.
Feel like finishing the job.
Always.
Jill and I will make for Eastpool. You'll need to move the injured without us.
Don't you worry about them.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow. Good luck.
Agora a gente tem que subir de volta.
Mad dogs. The lot of them. Just patch me up as quick as you can and get me back out there.
Eita, quanto de orcs.
They're headed for the rest.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others weren't even ready.
Over here!
Eita, pinga, agora os chocobos. O cara tá contaminando todas as criaturas daqui, mano, do vale.
Over here! Get him!
Deu uma travada na imagem. Ah, tá. Ah, de novo esse bichão, mano. Só que eles estão meio podrificados, tá ligado?
Did I miss anything?
Only the first round, so wait. Shall we?
Toma! Eu peguei as mãos do golpe aqui, tô acertando mais. Tome.
Do you see any more?
No.
But it won't be long before the next lot arrive.
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
What did you find out there?
The same as Sir Wade. Scores of Akashic.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Our lookouts say the lowlands are clear. Hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our wounds.
How many of your men were injured?
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, it's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. And whether that's sooner. The inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easily defendable. I'd like to make...
What do you say, Martha? You'd have more men to guard the rest.
Well, when you put it like that...
My lord, there's someone I'd like you to meet. Oscar? It is an honor to make your acquaintance. I am Oscar. Oscar...
Murdoch. I wasn't...
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. Well, go on, then. It's not for me to... Yes, so wait. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, I would learn the duties of a shield from the...
I'm sorry, but I am a shield no longer. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his time. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor, and I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw. Not that Sir Wade and the other guardians are... It's all right. We know what you... There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
But a squire...
Would that really be so? You were a squire once? And I'm so...
Know that I'll show you as much lenience.
I would not have it any other way.
Agora vamos ajudar Darmil, sei lá como é o nome. O albergue de Dalimil.
Fucking thieving bastards.
Cid. Your new Should I be worried?
Jill.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your stolers said that Dalimil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late.
Any idea where they went?
The desert's a big place. But the fact is...
What did you say to me?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even...
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Cid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
Sentindo que vai rolar uma tretinha.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood. It's the only... We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a...
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered? Like, we're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenary... And you cannot
fill empty bellies.
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll...
That's enough. Any more of this and I'll throw you out. Come back when you're ready to talk like Adam.
Victor? What's he doing here?
Sid. And Lady...
I was about to ask you the same.
Costness is in chaos. And the market, the Briar's Kiss here in Dalamil, is the only place I can reliably op. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the rich, these accursed skies. The darkness or an entire city for them.
We're still working on the skies. Perhaps we can find a solution to Dalamil's problems.
I hope so.
So, you see
What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid, but have left to smolder. That anger.
my thoughts exactly. Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as...
And if there's one thing bandits like...
What would Sid the Owl...
Well, he'd let them choose for themselves, and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it...
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt that before presenting them.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves.
When all that fear and anger...
It appears we have a plan. Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his...
As you wish.
Your face is Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only
play along.
What he means to say...
Vamos ver o que a gente tem aqui de habilidade. De repente dá pra melhorar aqui. Ah, eu vou guardar pra aprender essa aqui, ó. Parece top. Yes. Tem as do Amor, Bahamut. É isso.
trick, Conrad. Ah, here she is. The Lady Conrad. May I introduce you to Jake?
A pleasure, my lady.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canberra to inquire about a...
Victor says you told him that there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Redwing. You know of the 7 high houses? There must be 2 swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's...
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamil's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblood? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you call the brightest candle in... And there's a reason why I had you do the talk.
Then let us band together and show these brutes that Dalamil is not to be trifled with.
Oh, fucking I'm ruined.
My shop.
If I had my pickaxe, I would...
I mean, it may still be possible to buy something, and we may yet be allowed to keep it.
Stupid. And they're doing all of his own.
Ah, here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randala.
Underhill?
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were...
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the...
Indeed, sir. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley. It is only a matter of time before the peasants...
It is worse than I thought. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more, which means that now, more than ever, if our humble town is to endure not only...
All right, if it will help to protect my home. But you needn't have gone through this charade.
Thank you, Clive. She saw right through it. I didn't say it was good. Merely that it... Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we...
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
O cara gostou dela, ele tá tirando sarro.
I have no choice but to do what little I can to defend what little we have.
Mummy, I'm scared.
Aqui.
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted. With time, they may even learn to...
Time no longer appears to be the luxury.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It's all of...
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in 2 groups. One from the south and one from the desert. In a move, doubtless, intended to...
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert. But what of the...
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. The stakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalamil...
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do...
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
Eita, os bandidos. Ah, olha, tirando a gente, ó. O cara. Toma aí. Tira nós. Vem tirar a gente aí, ó. Vem.
They mean to overwhelm us. This one. Over here.
Errei. Tome aí.
The townspeople.
I don't hear any fighting.
That we should hurry.
Natalie, you did well out there.
Without you, there would have been no... You saved us, Conrad.
We all saved Dalimil.
Con,
I'd say they both.
I take it from your presence that our visitors...
The plan was granted. It only took an army of...
Calm down, Victor. Why? We are united. As for you,
I'll take that.
Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least. Let's go. But Otto's mind at rest.
Voltar pro esconderijo. Valeu, Gil. Pela moralzona. O cara tá me apoiando demais aqui. Mano, não tenho nem como agradecer vocês, mano, de verdade. Vamos chegar nesse afiliado aí, logo logo, se Deus quiser.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Was wondering when you turn up. Hellos from all our friends. How is it you always managed?
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of...
Let's see. The nations are still in chaos.
Right.
Clive, now's the time to visit.
Thank you, Otto.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to...
Falando de quando o Dion matou o pai dele.
He hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind?
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Morrendo, ó. Fez um sacrifício pra proteger o irmão dele. Olha isso, irmão. Tá custando a vida dele.
There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Well, what's the short of it?
Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, Bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
Volte para o esconderijo e fale com Otto. Viaje para os ecos de Crozit. Bora lá. Dalméquia Central. Capa e adaga. A nova missão. Vamos ver aqui. Isso. Compramos uma missão. Estamos com 72% só.
Us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
You're right. I'm sorry. Yote is a fine scout. If Canville was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
We can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they will allow it, the Echoes have a will of their own.
Posso seguir por aqui? Em frente, eu não vou. Não quero saber de tretinhas não com vocês. Vocês não me interessam. Fiquem por aí. Tô com um nível bom, não preciso ficar lutando aqui com esses caras, entendeu? Vamos direto para a missão principal.
Tell us about Yote, Joshua.
She's strong-willed, loyal, deadly with a blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
Vou seguir reto. Planícies de Heimassol. Seguir reto que a gente deve chegar no Tabor.
Another ether flood. They're everywhere now.
Que louco.
We can't go around it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
Chegamos. Agora mais tempo ainda, meu Deus, cada vez aumenta mais a distância. Vou passar batido, não preciso lutar com esses caras. Só se eu estivesse perdendo pros chefões, aí eu farmava mais experiência, né? E habilidades. Mas tá de boa. Chegamos no Tabor, República de Dalméquia.
Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
Quem tá esperando aí será, hein? Quem que é essa aqui? Eu não lembro.
My Lord
Vou.
Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yote,
Jote.
Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Ah, ela era que protegia a Fênix.
It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yote has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yote. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yote and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloed knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them? Yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Thorm.
Enquanto isso... Ai, gente.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce.
Discussões políticas.
You were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity.
How dare you?
Distinguished members of the council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
Agora o Odin, não esse aí de branco, o outro tá atrás dele.
Meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king, he has come to save us from the Akashic. He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools, your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Enough.
Matou tudo de uma vez. A espada do Odin.
Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city. Her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos. Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them. of the lake.
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Omielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yote.
Let's find our friends.
It's plain she cares for you very deeply.
And I her, which is why I had to let her go.
To heed her call.
Quem é esse aí?
Cyril. How fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yote is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you.
Servia quem, mãe? Eu não entendi. Sílaba 22. Você aceita a pena da Fênix de Cyril dos Imortais.
You bear it, members of our order will reveal themselves unto you, if there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
To Canva, then.
We'll talk about this later. Cyril seemed very, You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
The free cities under sea?
Rota Dourada. Nós seguimos em frente. Vai para a cidade livre de Canver. Capa e adega, a missão principal. Passa direto, passa direto.
Then let us be rid of them.
Que louco, mano. Vagabundo querendo usar magia contra mim, ó.
Clive, smoke.
Is the city fallen?
Ixi, destruir a cidade, ó. Obelisco ativado, rota dourada. Através desses obeliscos que a gente viaja pelo mundo aqui.
The free men are still holding their own then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
Canver antiga, cidade livre de Canver. Distrito do armazém.
Sounds like thunder.
You're late. We're starting to think you'd stumbled off a cliff.
O Gav.
I seem to recall that was you, Gav.
Good to see you. Any trouble on the road?
Nothing we couldn't handle.
I knew you'd come.
Midge.
Is that who I think it is?
Yes.
Allow me to introduce my brother, Joshua.
Clive's told me all about you. Or even listening most of the time. Name's Mididol. But everyone calls me Mid.
My lady.
Oh shit!
Hey?
Oh shit! Oh shit! Ele ficou interessadinho nela. O Joshua quer pegar a mid. Ah, o tio dele, tio Byron. Que tava morto também.
It's really you. I never thought I'd see the day.
So these Akashic are being controlled.
That's what it looked like. Empty eyes, eerie blue glow. No doubt they were turned, but silent as monks, every last one of them.
Your man here speaks true, Clive. We saw more than a few in the city. They moved in ranks with a purpose, and not of their own.
Ultima's doing.
Perhaps.
What of the city? The people?
Dead, mostly.
Mostly, but not all. A handful managed to lock themselves in their villas before the Horde arrived. Some in the merchants' district to the west, and a few others on the far bank.
If the Akashic stumble across either hiding place, A few bolted doors won't hold them for long. We need to find them. And quickly.
What do you propose?
We split into two parties. I will make for the merchants' district, while you look to those across the river. Mind keeping an eye on my brother?
Not at all. We find the villa and try the servants' entrance.
Understood.
And what of us?
Mid, is she fit to sail?
The ship? The mithril engine could probably do with a few more tweaks.
Then you better work
Não
fast.
tinha firmeza, não.
Even if we do reach the survivors in time, they'll never make it to the hideaway on foot.
You leave that to me.
See that Mid doesn't get herself into trouble, would you?
Think I can manage that?
I'll keep him safe.
Looks like you stuck with me, Byron.
That's Lord Rossfield, you little gutter snipe!
Shall we then?
And you keep Clive safe.
Be careful. Both of you.
You too.
All right, Torgal. Let's find those survivors.
Aí, Turgle.
They don't stand a chance against those things.
Aí, os bichão matando eles.
What happened to the Royal Army? There's nothing but monsters here.
Os jazz, 10 couros, lá. Presa afiada. Não tem nada. Bora, Turco. Outro totozinho pra você derrotar. Nossa. Perdi o golpe. Destruímos o bichão. Vou voltar para os 3.
big. Joshua and Jill must be busy. Still be survivors inside.
Tá bom. Só agora essa missão Lusco Fusco 0%. Estamos com 75% de campanha completada. E é isso, rapaziada. Quem tá assistindo o vídeo aí, não se esquece de se inscrever, deixar o likezão, beleza? Ativar o sininho e comenta aí o que você tá achando do jogo, beleza? Pra gente poder interagir, fechou? Tamo junto, é nóis, fiquem com Deus, falou, fui!